Let's review the dispositions. So it's very important after you complete a call to choose the right disposition. Now, I'm pretty sure we're accustomed to just choosing anything, but I want to show you guys the different dispositions, and I want to share with you guys why it's so important to actually have the correct disposition. So let's just make a call. So as soon as as soon as the call drops, it's going to give you an option to select the actual disposition. So as you guys can see, even though it may show differently when you're on the dialer, which I'll show you guys right now, but it's going to give you a menu, technically active policy with family insurance. So just in case we call a customer and their policy is active and maybe they're not interested and we weren't able to set up an appointment, we could put active policy with family insurance. Any appointment, it doesn't matter if it's an appointment for a renewal, an appointment for a monthly payment, an appointment for endorsements for 10,000 of coverage, or uninsured motorist, or maybe for they want to make changes to their policy like adding a car, adding a driver. It doesn't matter. Any type of appointment, you have to select the appointments. Busy, no dial, disconnected. Okay, all of these are under one category because at the end of the day, it just means that the call did not go through. So most likely for these calls, we're going to go back and check the references in the future. But once again, busy, no dial, disconnected. Okay, meaning it doesn't dial, it just disconnects the call, or you get a busy tone. Okay, so once again, busy, no dial. Okay, do not call. We usually don't use this, but the next one is hung up the call. So someone that answers the phone maybe a couple seconds and just hangs up the call, we're going to categorize it as hung up the call. No answer. Technically, no answer means that you weren't able to leave a message and no one picked up the call. So if you leave a message, no answer is not the right one, okay, because there's voicemail. So no answer technically means that no one answered the phone and you were not able to leave a message. Not interested, we may not be using this too much, but not interested, someone that's not interested, which once again, we may not use this category at all. Purchased policy elsewhere, maybe the policy canceled or it expired and they purchased a policy with a different agency. Okay, payment, anyone that made the payment already or made the payment with you over the phone, or you called and they already made the payment online. So payment, it doesn't necessarily mean that they made the payment with you over the phone, just in general that the payment was already processed. Third party message, customers answer, spouses or siblings answer. So make sure that you select a third party message if you left a message with a third party. Voicemail, obviously every time we leave a message, select the voicemail. Wrong number, okay? Any calls that indicate that the number is incorrect, then you're gonna choose wrong number. So let me show you guys, give you guys another example on the how it looks, okay? So I'm just gonna activate the dialer for a second, okay? So call ended, and it's gonna give you this option, okay? So that's technically how it looks. It's gonna ring. It may show slightly different on your computer, but give or take, it's gonna give you this option and you're able to choose one of the dispositions. Now let me show you guys why it's very important, okay, to actually select the right one. So one of the things that Tony and myself constantly check is the quantity of the calls and also the talk time. And within these reports, we get dispositions. So let me put today's. Let me just check the calls for today. Okay, as a quick demonstration. See, I don't only want to give you guys certain procedures. I want to teach you guys why every procedure is very important. So let's check all the calls for today. Not so much as far as the quantity, but let me just show you guys how the disposition shows up. Okay, so these are all the calls for today. Okay, it's 5:17. So as of now, we have a total of 151 calls. Okay, so if I go to disposition, it's going to categorize every call based on the disposition that you guys selected. So this allows me, okay, to have an idea as far as how many customers, how many appointments we set up. So if we look at this, okay, let's look at it real fast. It's going to put them in order. So in this case, as you guys can see, ACT, I believe that's active policy with family insurance, okay? APP, of course, is an appointment. So if you guys select the right disposition, it allows Tony and myself to know how our production is going through the course of the day. So let's look at all of these appointments. So as you can see, this is a nail, a nail, a nail, a nail, a nail. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 8. So Anel has 8 appointments. Eduardo has 1. Anel has 9, 10, 11, 12 appointments. So good job for Anel. 12, 13. Okay, we have almost 13, 14 appointments with from Anel. So once again, it allows us to determine the outcome of every single call. So regardless, I mean, we could still listen to the call and we could still look into it. We're going to audit the Hawksoft, the master log, the appointment log. But once again, it's very important, okay, to choose the actual disposition. This one, the BDIS, that's the busy disconnected line, okay? No dial, for example. So busy, disconnected, no dial. So either way, so it's very important. Once again, it's very important to make sure that we're choosing the right disposition. No answer, that means no one answered. And then, of course, all the voicemails when we're leaving a message should be under voicemail, which is going to show up under VML. So literally, based on this report, it seems like we only left 4 messages today. And the majority were no answers. So once again, select the right disposition every time the call gets disconnected.